Hello everybody and welcome back to the FM Scout YouTube channel. My name is Sam and today I will be showing you how to quickly set up your scouting. For the purposes of this video I have took over Manchester United and will quickly run through some of the ways you can set up your scouting. Now the quickest and simplest and easiest way, and if you're not going to touch scouting at all, please do this. You go on to scouting responsibility in the top left hand corner, you click on staff member, you click on chief scout, and now your chief scout will set assignments for your other scouts and he will hopefully bring you in some hidden gems. If you are looking for your chief scout to look for something specific, you can go on to scouting focus and then you can select some of these options here. As for age, let's say we're looking for younger players. Playing style, I want them to be more physical because I like physical players. Goalkeeper style, you could pick aggressive, distributor, shot stopper. I'm just going to keep it on all for this example. And availability, I'm going to say all. So you're getting young physical players coming through your scouting assignments that come through from your chief scout. Now he might be able to find them, he might not. And let's say you're desperate for a certain position. Let's say it's 2 weeks ago for the season, your left back's just got a major injury. You can add short-term focuses. So you click on short-term, new short-term focus, select left back, and then add any conditions you want. Maybe you need them to be a 3-star player to be applicable for your squad. Maybe you want them to have a little bit of potential as well. You could set that for 2 weeks, and you can also select how many scouts you want to assign. So Manchester United have 34 scouts, so we'll select 10 just for instance. So 10 of your scouts will look for left backs with 3-star current, 3.5-star potential, and that's just one way you can set it up if you need to. But if you're looking for something a little bit more in depth, you can set up the assignments for your scouts yourself. So the first thing I would do when I'm looking to set up scouting assignments myself, I would go on to staff, I will go on to overview, then scouting and transfers team. Once you are there, you will see a list of all of your scouts, and as you can see, Manchester United have something silly like 34 scouts, but you don't need that many to get good results. So we'll look at the top of the list and we'll work our way down. The first scout I see is a Mathieu Louis Jean. He is French, which means he does have very good knowledge of the French nation. So this guy's got decent stats for a scout and he's got good knowledge of the French nation. So I want to set up an assignment with him. So I'll go into reports and then scout assignments. And from there I will click on create new assignment. And as you can see, you've got plenty of options here to tinker about with depending on what kind of players you want to find. I'm going to set up a scouting assignment that's going to try and find young players. When I'm setting up my scouting assignments, I pretty much ignore this left hand side completely. I only look at adding conditions. So in terms of finding young players, what I want them age wise, I want them to be at most 21. This will give me the best chance to try and find them players maybe lurking in under 18s or under 19s to try and find any young prospects with good potential. And in terms of potential, you want to add another condition, scouted potential ability. Now, star is 5-star, excellence 4.5, superb's 4, and you go down half a star every time. Now, a 4-star player in Manchester United squad is potentially a world-class player, really. But of course you can adjust this depending on what sort of club you are. I'm going to add another condition, scouted current ability. Sometimes you find these youngsters with 4.5, 5-star potential, but because their current potential is so low and they're still, let's say, 21, sometimes it's really hard to get them to develop as you would hope. So I want them to be at least a little bit decent. 1.5 star should see us okay. Now in terms of selecting the French nation, you want to go on the top right hand corner for scope, add competition or location. I am going to go on to nation, Europe and France. And in terms of duration, I'm going to click this to ongoing. Generally, I start these at the beginning of a season and I go back and revamp them at the start of a next season. But this just means he won't stop. He will continue to scout the French nation until you tell him to stop. So that's our first assignment complete. Our scout will go to France. He will look for any players in any position. They have to be at most 21. They have to have at least 4-star potential and at least 1.5-star current ability. And he's going to do this until you tell him to stop. So you click start assignment. Now he is aware and he will do his job in the background and you'll get your monthly reports through your scouting meetings. Now Manchester United have 34 scouts available for them at the beginning of the game, so that's pretty unusual. Your club would generally maybe have 6, 7 scouts, and in that case what I would do is, so we'll take Tommy Muller-Nielsen here. He has quite good knowledge of the Scandinavian region, so what I would do is I would click on reports, scout assignments, just as we've done before. I would create a new assignment and I would add the conditions that I've just done for the other scout. If I was a lower team, I would maybe move the potential ability up to 5-star, because a 4-star player in a League 1 side might only be a good player for League 1 teams and you want someone a little bit better. So that's another thing to consider. Make sure your potential ability matches what your club is currently like. But in terms of setting it up for someone with more limited scouting options, what I would do is I would select region instead of nation, and I would select Scandinavia. And I would do this for all of my scouts. I would generally scout a lot of Europe. You want to scout South America depending on how work permits work in the league you're managing in, and only get more specific to nations as you get more scouts. So that's it. Assignments will come through every week or month or however long you have set for them to come through. And, you know, the more stringent you make your conditions, the less reports you're going to get. So I would suggest making them more loose so you get more reports coming through, then you can judge players for yourself. Now, there's plenty of other ways to find players on Football Manager, particularly through manual searching, so that's for a different video. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the FM Scout YouTube channel. The link to my channel will be in the description as well if you're interested in looking at Football Manager content as more of a Let's Play. Currently, I'm doing the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge with West Ham, so get clicking, see if you enjoy it. If not, no worries. But until the next video, take it easy.